Hello, today we have an ABUS 7240 that I will try to pick for the Reddit belt system. Let's first check if the key works. Okay, sure enough. Let's now take a look at the key. It has two very high cuts, then a medium, a high cut enough, again a lower cut and a medium cut in the end. What's going to give me troubles are the first two really high cuts, especially the first one. So if we look at the keyway, we can even see, voila, the pin ends here, and it has to go completely down to the shear line. So even with a deep hook like this Sparrow's deep hook, I'm having troubles using top of the key tensioning. So instead I will use bottom of the key. Have in mind that I'm European, so the directions are inverted here as we are used to have the pins facing downwards. I will first try with this Dangerfield Praxis small hook in 15 thousandths. So let's give it a try. Okay, I will try a diamond again in 15 thousandths for the pins further back inside. I dropped some. Voila, we have it open. So now it's time to gut it. So let's prepare everything. I don't need the pigs again. So let's remove the core. Put it aside. Don't need a screwdriver anymore. I'll use the key, although, well, it's not necessary anymore. But okay, let's remove the C-clip. I noticed that the key is actually quite good for removing, so I don't actually need a specialized tool to remove the C-clip. So let's now remove the core. I will use a 3D printed follower that I made for the diameter of this ABUS lock. I will put the link on the description. Apparently you can use a AAA battery, but I didn't have one nearby, and well, since I had the 3D printer, it's really simple design, and it was easier for me to print it. So okay. So let's start pin by pin. need the key anymore. Okay. Okay, so the first one, as expected, is a normal pin. It's the spring. Second one, apparently all these locks have the first pin as a standard pin and everything else as a spool. So one normal standard pin and 5 spools for a total of 6 pins. Well, I lost the spring. Okay, the third one should be a spool again, and it is. Spring number 3. Another spool. I guess I just remove the springs later on, since they are all this. Well, they are all the same, so the order of springs is actually not important. Well, the spools are apparently also all the same. Voila. Fifth pin is again a spool, the fourth spool. Well, and since I'm voila, so the last pin. And one spring. It's actually something is preventing it from being removed. But let's see. Well, I don't know if I'm actually allowed to leave it inside. It came. Okay. So, voila. So we have the first standard pin and 6 completely identical, and 5 completely identical spool pins for a total of 6 pins. So now it's time to reassemble it. These spools are completely symmetrical. There are some that are not, but in this case the top and the bottom part is identical, so it doesn't matter which direction I put them in. The first one is what I always find the most difficult. Let's try again. Lost it again. fell inside. Maybe a shimmer would be easier for let's see. And I lost it again. Let's try to put it from this side and then maybe use a I might try to put it from this side and use a pick just to keep it down. It's going to be easier for the other pins since I will already have the follow. Maybe I can already try to put the follower inside. Let's see, it should help. Let me see. Where did I? Voila. Okay, maybe should have just started right away with the follower. Okay. Spring number 5, the second one. Okay, spool number 5. Okay, spool number 5 is in. Spring number 4 and spool number 4. Voila. Those are not as difficult, at least for me, like the ones in the back. spool pin number 3. Spool number spring number 2, the last spool, pin number 2. Okay, and finally the first pin, the standard one. Let's start with the spring. And the first and the only standard, I lost it. The only standard pin, still the same. Okay, please don't fly. Let's see. Okay. I don't have a strong grip with the standard. Voila. Okay, so now all these pins are inside. Let's put the other ones back in. I'm going to put the key in. Okay. Here obviously the direction is not symmetrical, so I have to take a look which direction to put them in. Okay, and now it's time to try to reassemble the lock. I find that this gap is giving me a bit of troubles, but voila. Okay, let's lock it up so it stays in place. Okay, let's put the C-clip back. Again, I will just use the key and it goes perfectly back inside. And let's put the core back into the lock. And screw it back down. Voila, let's close it up and see if it still works. So, okay, that's it. Thank you for watching.